Hey everybody, it's Sharon with Life with Sharon. Welcome in, welcome back. If you're new, if you're not, well, hello again. I'm just gonna do a really quick video. I'm very tired, but it's a video because I am 2 weeks and 1 day post-op on the second surgery for my wrist, which is looking great. Look at that. That's the left hand versus the right hand. It's all swollen still and funky. That was two months ago for that one. But after the second surgery, I ended up having a lot of problems. So, like physically speaking, I'm looking like this because I have to look through the bifocal so I can see. Otherwise, I'm gonna be like way up here like this. So I had like a schizophrenic induced from anesthesia, and so for the first 48 hours I was like hearing and seeing stuff like a true like schizophrenic, and I honestly thought like, oh my god, I'm officially crazy now. But it passed, and it was a result of all the meds that they used the second time around, which was different, which I asked them to please use the exact same medications that was done for the first surgery. And the surgeon, I did hear him tell the nurse to go look up my surgical file from anesthesiology from 6 weeks prior and use those meds. But different anesthesiologist, and he didn't give two shits about that and said that he did things his way and he was going to use different medications. And as a result of that, I ended up having some issues. So also it I'm assuming completely threw my hormones off, because I thought I was having an infection after 2 weeks of just sweating day and night. And I even got off of my estradiol patches because I was like aggressive and my boobs swelled up and they were fucking hurting like hell. And I thought, yep, nope, I'm having some side effects to my hormones due to all of the drugs that they put in my IV this time around. But then that really didn't help. I mean, it did finally help with the like sore swollen boobs, but and it did help with the aggression, but it's the flip side. So now like I want to cry about everything and I'm super emotional, but the hot flashes are still there day and night and just horrific. And so then for 2 days I've had low back problems, and last night it hurt so bad that I had to be straight as a board, whether I was on my back or on the side or whatever, and it just hurt and it radiated to the front. And I thought, you know what, I might have an infection, so I better like go get checked out. And so that led me to urgent care, but I am so scared to death of germs, like the pukey kind. And so I walked in and walked out because there was just a ton of sick people in there, and I'm like, yep, nope. So I drove down to my endocrinologist's office and asked if I could be scheduled to a sooner date instead of November 12th. To my surprise, I was able to get in 30 minutes. I was like super stoked and excited about that. It turns out I am pre-diabetic, and I just want to let people out there know that you can have the most restrictive diet ever and be healthy and exercise and still become a diabetic. It's just shitty. But so I got to figure out in my restricted diet like how to, I guess, narrow down more things. They want me to stop having chicken and beef because I can't afford grass-fed, grass-finished organic chicken or beef. And because of that, there's grains, there's like, a bunch of chemicals and all kinds of crap. And they're like, nope. Not just because of the pre-diabetes, but because I have a bunch of other autoimmune stuff going on. So that limits me to, fish of the sea, but whitefish, and vegan lifestyle outside of that, I guess. So he didn't even want me to have the eggs. And I was like, no, I need to at least have my eggs. But I mean, I don't even know. This is just all so complicated and so So confusing. So they ran, you know, urine tests and all this other stuff. Thank God there's no infection. So we are pretty sure it's a hormone thing that got flipped sideways with anesthesia. Really wish they would have listened to me as a patient. And I really wish they would have he would have listened to the surgeon. But you know, that's just how it goes in America sometimes. So anyways, I did that, and then I went and got labs, and I did a bunch of other running around today, and now I'm really tired. So I'm gonna go into the gym and do maybe a little bit of walking, and definitely a massage and a shower, and then go home and make dinner. So I hope everybody is having a wonderful day, and that is my little 2-week, 1-day post-op vid. All right, thanks for stopping in. Bye.